Welcome to This Day and Everything Cool for May 2nd. On this day in 2008, the biggest film franchise in history began. Marvel Studios and Paramount Pictures kicked off the shared Marvel Cinematic Universe by releasing the first Iron Man movie in theaters. The plan was to follow up Iron Man with other films that would take place in the same continuity, with the stories building on each other just like in the comics. It's hard to believe it now, but this was actually a risky endeavor. For starters, Iron Man wasn't as well known at the time as bigger comic book characters like Spider-Man or the X-Men, but unfortunately for Marvel, they couldn't use those characters because they had already sold off the big screen rights. That's why when they made Iron Man, Marvel mostly created the film themselves rather than hand off control to Paramount. The last big risk with Iron Man was its star, Robert Downey Jr., who had yet to make a full comeback following years of highly publicized drug abuse and run-ins with the law.
Please, no gang signs. No, throw it up, I'm kidding.
In the end, it all paid off. Iron Man was a smash hit, critically and commercially, establishing the Marvel Universe as a theatrical powerhouse and returning Robert Downey Jr. to the top. Disney bought Marvel a year later, and the films continued to grow in popularity, with more and more of them coming out each year. Today, the Marvel Studios films are the biggest in the world. Iron Man wouldn't have been able to fly without jet technology. On May 2nd, 1952, the world's first jet airliner, the de Havilland Comet 1, took off for its maiden flight from London, England, and landed a day later in Johannesburg, South Africa, after making 5 scheduled stops. Although jet aircraft were first developed during World War II, the Comet 1 was the first purpose-built jet airliner that could carry multiple passengers and cargo. The way jet engines work is by sucking in air from the front and then blasting it out the other end to propel the aircraft forward, and this is much faster than traditional propellers. Jet aircrafts and jet technology got better and better throughout the latter half of the 20th century, tying the world together by making it faster and easier to travel greater distances. On May 2nd, 1983, Microsoft caught a mouse. The company released their very first computer mouse, which was designed to be used with IBM and IBM-compatible PCs. Priced at $195, the mouse featured 2 green buttons and came bundled with Microsoft Word and Notepad, along with a piece of how-to software designed to teach users how to actually use the mouse, which most people had never seen before. The mouse proved to be very popular and was invaluable for users to be able to interact with the emerging Windows-based graphical user interfaces. Microsoft released their second version of the mouse in 1985.